Well, g'day. I'm Keeonra. Welcome to Keeonra Music, and this is another live stream. I tend to only be doing live streams these days because that's all I can manage. I have a busy life. So g'day, welcome. Say hi in the chat if you're joining me live. If you're watching the replay, I hope you enjoy. At least you can fast forward through the boring bits, which will be hopefully it won't be most of it. But look, leave me a comment and a like. That would be awesome if you do choose to like this stuff. It's your choice, really. So let's get on with it. I did miss last week's stream. I had stuff with things. Real life happens, you know. It does. And so what happened last week was I got some sounds, mainly from Arturia. Let's have a bit of a listen to some of those sounds. I like that. I like that a lot. Where's this from? So I can't even remember what I did, which is handy. So yes, Pigments, Arturia. I think I got most of the sounds from there. Oh, I like that. So we start having a bit of a play. And if we can do this in... A minor, I'm thinking. That way we're using all the white keys again. Go for easy, hey? So that is just a D, F, A. That could work. Okay. And then what else we got? So similar sort of arpeggio thing going on. Okay. Not a bad snare. I like that. I did bring in, since the last live stream, I did bring in Vital. So Vital is another really cool instrument. This is a free instrument, and I have actually purchased a lot of presets from Demis Helen, and Reorder is another music creator, DJ type person, which both of those artists create trance music. Big fans of their work, so kick. I do like that. Not sure if I'll use that or not. That's from UJam's Eden Beatmaker. I'll see. I think the challenging part is to actually get all the sounds together, and we've sort of gotten that, so that's good. Again, this is an this hats, I can't even remember where I got it, whether it was a free plug-in or whether it was a fairly cheap one, but it's got some really cool sounds and it has patterns and stuff. Or, you know, you can just go with other things. And I'll reintroduce, because I had a look at a couple of the other previous trance tracks that I've done, in particular Lost, and looked at the original Cubase project for that to see what I used then. And I used Battery. So the other one is Massive, Native Instruments Massive, which is really cool to use. So we might introduce those as well. Why haven't I got drums? There's nothing happening for drums. I don't know why. But that's okay. If we go to... I'm going to work out how to use this now. There we go. Right, so I've only got the one bus for the drums, but I think if I'm going to use addictive drums, I will sample it. So I'll use a crash for the cymbal and then do a reverse crash. And then I might use the hats. I'll see, because there's some really nice crisp sounds. Alternatively, I will add, see if I can find Battery. Where's Battery? There we go. Battery 4 is what I've got. Let's add Battery in, because that's what I did previously for Lost, and there were some really cool sounds in there, because all of those sounds come from sound packs from Native Instruments. So now I could use the Cubase stock plugin for percussion, but I still haven't worked out how to use that. I kind of know how to use this. So if, for example, we wanted hi-hats, it's come up with that's a nice closed hi-hat. So there's some cool sounds in there. What if I do no hats kit? Definitely has no hats. Okay. Oh, okay, so I've got it on kits. We can put on samples. There we go. So we can look for hats, hi-hat, and there are many hi-hats. So yeah, it's just a case of I think you can clear all of this. I'm not sure. Yeah. So I think we can delete the cells. Yeah. And then we can start from scratch. So once we find something, we can actually come up with create our own kit sort of thing. And there's many different, as you can see, so many different So what we want is, have we got any, yep, so we just want percussion and conga, hand drum, loop, mallet, other, or we just don't bother with that. We just go with I haven't got any in mind. Let's see. One shots. No, I think it's easier to search. That's a really loud one. So closed hat. It's a bit grittier. And there, as you can see, are lots and lots and lots. Oh, I like that one. Okay, so we've got that one. Now we can create a kit. So we can do open hi-hat. Oh, these are... That doesn't sound really open. Some of them sound too open. It's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? And I am just picking random ones as I go because the list is so long. That sounds a bit too long, I think. That doesn't sound too bad. Okay, so if I've got closed hi-hat, open hi-hat, I want a cymbal. I wonder if they have reverse cymbals, but we want cymbal. Interesting. Oh, that's a nice one. Nice crash. I don't need these. Why have I got these? No, I got rid of my last one. Why did that happen? This is one of the problems with battery sometimes. I've lost my other one now. That's a good crash. I don't know why. Okay. Let's delete that cell. Put that one. Copy cell to that one. Paste cell. There we go. Open hi-hat. Closed hi-hat. Crash. And I don't know why they keep changing. Can we do a thing? No. Okay, now I've lost it completely. That was a pain in the bottom. So, note to self, as you're doing things, save it. Okay, so I've got crash number 1. Right, there we go. Got our first one. I can't remember what the other ones were, but that's okay. Hi-hat, open. We'll find something. Wonder if I can... I like that one. Okay. Closed. And then I want to clap too. Needs to be the same sort of tone. Don't know if I like that one or not. That works. Okay. Open hat, closed hat, and now we want a clap. Oh, that's a nice one. I want it a bit shorter. Some of these sounds are a bit weird. Some of them sound like a finger click, some sound totally not like a clap. Oh dear. Oh, I don't mind that one. Boom, Ashley's in the house. Welcome, Ashley. Thank you for joining me. We're trying to find some really cool sounds. I think that might work. Clap Cool Nights 1. Remember that name. Okay. It's got a bit too much echo on it. I want a bit flatter sound. That's totally opposite. I think the other one's better. Was it Cool Nights? Yeah, I like that one. And then I want a reverse cymbal. Have we got a reverse cymbal? Yep, that'll do. Oh, that sounds good. No. No. I like it. Okay. So, we've got a crash, open hi-hat, closed hi-hat, a clap, and a reverse crash. We want a normal crash. Oh dear. Oh, hello. That works. Yeah, I like that one. That's not too bad. Is that what? Does that say wazza? Oh, I didn't turn my light on. Here we go. Add a bit of brightness into the... There we go. Hello. I am well. Thank you very much. Yes, I am. I hope you are well too, Ashley. Thank you for joining me. What did I say the first one was? I should have just grabbed them. Oh, hot sauce. I want more of a... No. What was it called? I can't remember now. Something starting with a C? Ha. Okay. Oh, Mozart or something, wasn't it? Starting with a C. Try an M. Or was that something else? No. No. Definitely not. No. Oh, no. Oh, that's not too bad. What's that? Hellcat. It's a different tone. Yeah, battery is sort of like a drum machine thing. Yes, because you use it with the Native Instruments hardware. So these actually represent pads you can actually use on the hardware, which I don't have. So you can set up your own sort of sounds and stuff and then be like DJ stuff things and make beats and things. But you can also use it within just the software itself. So it's really cool. And if you have Native Instruments, whatever it is, the package contact complete with all the many instruments, all the sound packs that come with it have all these sounds. That's it. Let's do that one. I can always crank that up a bit anyway. Okay, so that's good. So at the moment we've got a... Oh, I've already got a crash. What am I doing? Okay, so open hi-hat, closed hi-hat, clap, reverse cymbal, and a crash. What we want to do is we want to save this. I think you can save it. I hope you can save it. There we go. Save kit as. Oh, look at me go. I have got a trance kit. Okay. Trance kit 2. Let's call it. Trance. Yeah. Keeonra. Trance kit 2. And let's save that. Let's open up open kit. Loading kit will overwrite your current one. Yeah, that's fine because I've saved it now. Let's open up that one and see what that is. There we go. Oh, and you can move them around and all sorts. So I've got a variety of kicks here. I thought I had done this exercise before. Haha. Oh, I like that one. Airbag too. Oh, that claps better. Don't like that one. But now that I've got that, haha, what I'll do is I will have a couple of instances of these because I'm just going to use the one sound. Can you actually drag and drop into here? No, you can't. That's a bit of a bother, isn't it? Because that would be cool. The sounds exist somewhere on a file where you should technically... Okay. Trance kit 2 samples. Okay. Right. So it's in files. Native instruments. Yeah, so it saves it as that. Okay, what about if I go to right. So what I can do, right. So if I were to close that, that's battery, that's fine. So what I've done is I've created those kits, and what I can do now is add a sampler track. And if we add a sampler track and make this, for example, crash, okay, and we add a sampler track and we want to look for a sample, we go into the right here to media and we go to browser and find all sorts of things on here that is native instruments. Whoops, cancel. It's not what I wanted. Native instruments. And so, for example, kit 2 is what we just went into. Why won't it open up? I got a snare and that's it. There's more than that in there. I wonder if I can just drag and drop from over here. Haha! I can too. So, what I've done is, and I've made this crash, but that's so I can get rid of that. Add a sampler track and make this, try again, crash, for example. And then what I've done is I've found the samples, the WAV files in Windows File Explorer, as you can see here, and all I'm going to do is find the crash that I want and drag and drop that in here. And there we go. And then we can change the pitch or do whatever we want. The other alternative is that we can actually drop that into there, I think. No? Yes, we can. There it is there. So we can just drop the WAV file into a new track. And I think that becomes an instrument track or no, it's an audio track. Okay, so you can create an audio track. So add audio track and make this, that's crash, make this clap, and add track. And we can then find the clap that we found here, and I'm just dragging and dropping that in to here, and there it is. So if we soloed these two, we should be able to hear them. There you go. Just as sample wave files in here. Now if we wanted to do something different with it and manipulate this somehow, which you can do all sorts of things and shorten it and make it longer and do all sorts of weird and wonderful things, which I have done before. But I think what I've done when I've found what I want is just to use the WAV file as it is. So you can play around with all of these things, and you can unsolo that. You can change the pitch of it. You can make it loop, not loop. You can reverse it, so you can reverse the sample here, and then all you have to do is just play your key on your keyboard and it will play. Whereas with these, it is an audio file, so you actually are putting in an audio file, and you can't really manipulate that too much, if that makes sense. So yeah, maybe dragging the square, maybe if we looked at that. I think I tried this once before. I'm not sure whether you can actually drag and drop. No, it's not letting me drop that anywhere. So you can't drag and drop from here at all. But that's a kick I've got there. This is the kick I've got here. I think I like this one. So yeah, so there's a variety of ways of doing it, or you can make your own samples, and that's what I initially was going to do with the addictive drums, is record some kicks and then make it and then bounce it out to make my own samples, which you can do. But if there's samples already made, why reinvent the wheel? Coffee. Oh, it's a good coffee hit. It's very cold where I am. I would assume in your part of the world, Ashley, it is even colder than here. I think it's, what is it, 9 degrees or something at the moment? No, 12 degrees. Oh, it's getting hot now. Oh, it's only going to be 16 here today. For Perth weather, that is cold. That is cold. What did I say? 12. Really? No wonder I'm cold. And the heater's on. Ugh. All right. So I found some sounds. So that's addictive drums. So you can use your keyboard as you can see. I'm moving around the keyboard to play different things because I haven't actually got a machine, but So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do now. Yeah, very grey, cold and wet. Yeah, yep. That sounds like Victoria. I think you're Victorian. Pretty sure you're from Victoria. It's always colder and wetter and damper there. Damp and wet, same sort of thing, isn't it? Yes. Lots of precipitation from the sky. Right. What to do? What to do? I've got crash and a clap here. Whoops, no, that one. I do like both of those. And we can just... I think if we make them samples, it would be easier. Yes, Melbourne, yes. Melbourne weather's very Melbourne-y. It's the best way to describe Melbourne weather is it's just Melbourne weather. That's what Melbourne is. Especially in winter. I'm thinking of having this as a sampler track, and I think that'll be easier because then you can use MIDI within the sampler track. So bear with me. What I mean by that is, so for example, if we go, have I got a sample in here? Take the solos off. So then what you can do is use the keyboard and it'll play the sample, right? So you don't have to bounce it out, you don't have to use and you can play it like, see, I'm playing it very lightly, so it's very quiet. So you've got, I think, more versatility perhaps using it that way. So let's see if I can find some really cool sounds out of what we had for the battery. And I'll make a note of what works, and we might make up like the best kit ever. Let's do that. Let's make a trance best kit ever out of battery. I do like that kick. It's a real grungy, heavy kick. It's a basic kick. I like that one. What's that called? It's really annoying that this is so small, the text here. Funk Vibes. Funk Vibes. Kick Funk Vibes. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll use this over on the other screen, and I'll just make some notes. Kick, what's it called? Kick Funk Vibes 1. Kick Funk Vibes 1. Alright, so I think I like that kick. I think I like that hi-hat too. It's an open hi-hat. I think there's an airbag too. Closed hi-hat airbag 2. closed, hi-hat, airbag 2. What else have we got? Open hi-hat 9094. I think they have the same. Yeah, open HH 9094. Open HH 90 something 9014. Is that right? My memory just doesn't want to work anymore. 9094. 9094, not 9014. Numbers. Okay, so that's that one. What else have we got? Oh, I like that one. X, I think, is a better one. Yeah, rather than 4. Let's go for X. And clap 707. I think that's the way to go. What else have we got? Crash Virtue Reverse. I do like that one. Crash Virtue Reverse. Sometimes it's just getting all the sounds that is the challenging part, but I think this will be worth getting right. Oh, I like that crash. Have I got a crash? No, that's a reverse crash. I think that says crash boozy bugs. It does. Crash boozy bugs. That sounds awesome. The name sounds even better. Okay. Alright, how are we going here? We've got some cool sounds so far. Now, I did have a snare up here. The end is snare. Oh, that's a real pop snare, isn't it? Don't know if I like that one or not. Let's load up open recent. That clap's really nice actually. Cool Notes 1. Cool Notes 1. Okay. We're down here. Crash Virtue Reverse. So I found the same one there. Flying away. I think I like the other crash. The Boozy Bugs one. Although that's really good too. What's it called? Crash 9091. Makes sense. Okay. So... Crash Flying Away. I'd have to try them all, I think, together. It's a bit of a hard decision. Boozy Bugs. Yeah, I love the name Boozy Bugs. I think that's great. Okay. Let's see if we can find in here from the library a snare. There's just going to be so many snares. Oh, I got rid of the last one. That's not what I wanted. No! Always make sure you're on a different button. I haven't saved it or anything, so what I can do is I can file, open recent, and then just open it again. There we go. Pays to save. Okay, blank one. Now we go through this. I did say snare, didn't I? Some of these are loops, so it doesn't really help. Don't want rims. Oh, there's a lot of rims. There's a lot of everything. There's just a lot. Rim shot, side stick. Here we go. Just plain old snare. Nope. That one doesn't sound too bad. That one's not too bad. Snare 8084. This has changed all of this. I don't know why, but anyway. Just a plain old snare. It might go with one we've used before, I think. Oh, that one wasn't too bad. You want a really good sample because it's going to be the main driver throughout the whole song. So it's going to be half decent. But there's just so many varieties here. It's just too much to choose from. Oh, that's... not quite. Getting close. But look how many I've got here. It's ridiculous. Ah, Easy Drummer. Oh, nice. I've never used Easy Drummer. Heard a lot about it. Is it good? You enjoying using it? And is it easy to use? Easy to learn. Ah! Really? Okay, I'm going to file open this. What's that? 707X2. There we go. I think that's the way to go. Maybe. Right, so I hadn't got to a snare on this kit. Okay. I think that one's the way to go. Snare 707X2. Snare 707X2. I think that's the way to go. So let's go to a blank one over here. There it is. There you go. So that's pretty good. So, right. So we've got a kick, closed hi-hat, open hi-hat, clap, couple of claps, virtue reverse, crash, flying away. Alright, so let's, I think we'll go with snare 707X2, which is that. Now we're just going to leave it there and we're just going to decide on the other ones that we want to put in. I think we've got the kick is okay, closed hi-hats, open hi-hats, clap. We've got clap 707. I do like that, that's cool. Or Cool Nights 1. So let's go down here and find Cool Nights. Really? One. Why? Huh. Maybe it was the other one. Oh, it's two separate words, or is it capital N? Really? Okay. So if we go, okay, clap Cool Nights 1 is that one. And the other one was clap 707. Why is it coming over to there? It shouldn't be. Okay, how about we go new kit? Yeah. And we just add in the ones that I've found, which is kick funk. Oh my goodness. Kick funk vibes. Now I can't find it. Funk vibes. There it is. Kick Funk Vibes 1. No. Definitely not. Yeah, delete that cell. Okay, so we've got a kick. Closed hi-hat. We want to have, I think, as closed HH airbag 2. Nice. And then for open hi-hats, open HH 909X. Nice. And then we want clap 707, just a straight 707. And then the variation, or the other one for the clap, is Cool Nights 1. And I don't know why that won't find it. It's supposed to be there. Oh, hang on. Clap calories. Clap Cool Nights. About Cool Nights. How about nights? Clap. What was it? Clap Cool Nights 1, it should be. Clap LA Nights. It should come up because it's got nights in the word. Clap Nights. LA Nights. It wasn't that. It was definitely Cool Nights. Which is weird. Ah, hang on. Cali Nights. I can't read. That's my poor eyesight. Looking at this, really, there it is. Oh my goodness. That's better. So I'm not sure which one, but that's okay. Now what did I get up to? Kali Nights. I can't read my own writing. Next we want crash. We've got a car. I've got a few crashes. No, crash reverse. So reverse crash is crash virtue reverse. Oh, there was a plane crash, wasn't there? Love that. Crash virtue. Beautiful. Then it's the same. That's no brainer. Although Boozy Bugs is a cool name. Crash virtue, that's a reverse one. Let's go, let's put the other ones in here. Boozy Bugs. Because, oh, and then there's a reverse crash Boozy Bugs. Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty good. That's nice. I do like that. I don't. Okay. It's got a real echo to it. Let's try that again. Those two together. Combination, it just depends, doesn't it? Just depends. So interesting. Right. And I've then crash 909. Whoops, go to a different one. Boozy Bugs reverse. Let's go to this one. Crash 909. Right, there's no reverse ones for this. That's nice. And then crash flying away. That's not a bad one either. Okay. And then snare, we've got it as snare 707X2. No. Okay, so it's space 2. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. I think that is plane crash. I hope it's not plane crash. Look, I don't think it's case sensitive. It's just a pain in the buttocks if you don't have the spaces in the right things, and if you spelling and it just, yeah, it's not, there's no artificial intelligence here at all. But that's okay. So I think we can save that as our Trance final or version 3. We can have several. File, save as, save kit as another kit, and we'll save that as, oops, can't spell my own name, Keeonra. Trance kit final, because I think I've picked the best of the best. Let's just call it best, because, oh dear, I can't. Here we go. Save. There we go. So I think we've got a battery kit. Now we need to work out what keys it is. Okay. So I can use it like this, but it does make it a little bit challenging. So I can make multiples of this and just have the one key for each, or I can drag and drop the samples and then have sampler tracks, which might be better. Let's leave this for now and let's decide on what sounds we want. So for example, which clap do we want? Clap 707 or Cali Nights? I think 707 sounds better. It's going to be too much of a muddy sound when it's too close together. And I can add a bit of reverb onto it if need be. Maybe I do like this one better. Okay, so I think I'll go back. We'll definitely have the kick. What do you reckon? 707 sounds better? Alright, let's go with that. Let's go with that's as the closed hi-hat, open hi-hat, clap 707. Right. 707. So we'll get rid of the Cali Nights as the one to use there. And the crash is what we want to work out. I think I like the Crash Virtue reverse rather than the Boozy Bugs reverse. And now normal crash. I think no, what happened there? They swapped over for some reason. That's okay. I won't save it again. I've saved it, so it doesn't matter. But if I do Crash Virtue reverse and then Boozy Bugs after it, I think that sounds better. The other one I've got is Crash 9091. No. Fly Away, no. I think I like the Boozy Bugs. And then we've got the snare. Which I think is a good snare sound. I did find... I haven't coloured these yet. I need to put the colour in. The end is snare. It's too poppy for me. I think I like that, but I can also bring in a little bit of a high sound to it as well. Don't want 808s. That's got a bit more. Snare, trance. Yeah. Just not quite sure what the way to go is. That's cool. There's just so many to choose from, it's ridiculous. Okay. That's where I was before. It's too much, I think. It's really hard to work out. Some of them are like, yeah, no, definitely not that. That doesn't sound too bad. It's so hard to choose. I put snare 707X2, which is that one. It's a bit flatter sound, isn't it? That's too rattly, I think. It's really hard, isn't it? No. 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 Too many samples to choose from. Don't want any rims. I think no. Just no. So that is snare 8083, I think. $8,883. So 707X2. I still like 707X2, I think. What was the other one? Snare 8083. I'll make a note of it for another time, but I think snare 707X2. So, now that I have all of those there, I could use this, which is actually a sound through pigments, through Arturia. So the higher I go on the keyboard, the higher the pitch too. So, now the other thing to note is that Eden also has hi-hats, claps, snares. And yeah, well, that's good for making beats and stuff. It's just like, yeah, it's not going to really work for me here, I don't think. So I'm going to put that down the bottom for now. And I think I'll put the end is snare down the bottom as well. I don't think I will use that. And what I'll do in a minute is I'll save all of this. And then I'll save it as a different file name. Because then we would have chosen all our instruments, hopefully by then. We've taken nearly 2 whole episodes, 2 lots of 2 hours to choose our sounds. But once I've chosen this, I think I pretty much have got, I can set up like a template for doing trance music. I think that's what I really want to do. It's been a long show because my coffee's gone cold already, like the rest of me in this cold place today. Very cold. Okay. So, yeah. Let's, I think the best way is to put the samples in the sampler, and then we can then use MIDI from there. So if we have, let's remove track, we'll leave battery in. Battery can go down the bottom, and addictive drums can go down the bottom, and we'll put our reference tracks down there. I've got nothing in there for now. Okay. Groove Agent, that was the other one. So Groove Agent is actually similar to Battery, but it's Cubase's version of it. So, got yourself some more coffee. Well done you, Ashley. Nice work. So there's kits here, and you can, I think, just drag and drop kits. I think, as I said, I'm not that really that au fait with how it works. So you double click on it. So some cool sounds. Oh, that's nice. Snap clap. Snap clack. Snap clap. That's not bad, the snare drum. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's got like D1. There we go. Nope. Ah, down the bottom here, really? Where is D1? Oh, okay, down here. So you can, you know, I haven't used these a lot. But there's some cool sounds on Groove Agent too, so wow, that's going all out. So I don't think I'll use Groove Agent. I like to use the samples, I think. So end of snare no, Eden no, battery as a reference for now. We're going to get rid of these because I just want to start fresh with that. Drums was remove that track, and Groove Agent we're going to put down here, and the same with hats. I'm not going to use hats either. Kick tonic. Okay. That's a cool sound, but I don't think I'm going to use that one either. And then all the rest are not percussion. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add a folder. So we call this drums. We can put in a drum folder here. And in the drum folder, we're going to move this up to here. And in the drum folder, we're going to add, well, we can just add it wherever. Add a sampler track. And we're going to call this, we'll just call this kick. And add track. There we go. And we're going to add Kick Funk Vibes 1 that we have in our folder of the samples on that we had a look in battery, and we've now got these. I'll just bring it over just a little bit to show you. So there we go. We've got that in File Explorer, and all we're going to do is we're going to grab the WAV file and drag and drop it in there. Shimples. So now we can just play on the keyboard. Doesn't matter which key we play actually, but if you middle C is usually the best way to do it. And we can change this in here if we wanted to, but I think that sounds pretty good. I think that sounds better. We could actually put the two together. Is that on Pigments? It is. Ooh. Changed my mind. Okay. Let's put both of those under there. So we've got a folder of the percussion or the drums. All right. Yeah, I think that'll work. We could use the two together. Interesting. Let's see how that works. Okay. So now we want to add another sampler track, and we want, we'll have, we'll put in the kick, we'll put in the snare, and I don't know where that's added at. Oh, there, okay. Cool. Snare 707X2, I think is what we decided. Yeah, 707X2, and lose my voice. We'll drag and drop that one in there. Yeah, I do like that. That snare's really nice. And then we will go into here again and add a sampler track. And this one will be, we've got a kick, we've got a snare. Let's do open hi-hats. And for open hi-hats, we want, which one did we say? 909X, open hi-hats, 909X. We'll drag and drop that one in there. Nice. And add another sample track, and we want closed hi-hats. And that one we're going to have, did we decide? Closed hi-hats, airbag 2 apparently. Closed hi-hats, airbag 2. Drag and drop that one in there. Yeah, that's nice. Snare. Okay, so we're getting there. We are getting there. And then add another sample track. And we want to make this crash. Yeah. Crash. And which one was this one? Boozy Bugs. Going the Boozy Bugs. Yeah, I do like that one. I think I've used that one before. It's just a really nice crash. Okay, so we've got the crash, and then we want add a sample track, and this is reverse crash. And for the reverse crash, we want crash virtue reverse. Drag and drop that in. Nice. Which leads to that. Beautiful. We have not got a boom, but I think I have a boom somewhere else. So, have we got all the things? Ooh, Ashley, you got Slate Digital Complete. Ooh, I've heard about Slate too. Nice. Nice stuff. It's always cool to get new stuff. I'm trying not to get new stuff. I'm trying to work with everything that I've got because I've got so much. Right. We can get rid of that and we can see if we've got, let's start with the kick at the top. Nice. Snare. Crash. Reverse crash. Open hi-hats. Closed hi-hats. on ketonic. Let's move that up to there. I want open hi-hats after the snare and closed hi-hats over to there, and the crash and reverse crash. And my camera's right in the middle of my two screens, so I can't see if that's all okay. Yes, that is good. Okay, so let's mute the two sample tracks because we don't need those. We won't have... Actually, I should put... Let's just leave all this for now, I think. Let's save this. Okay. So it's a subscription. You paid for the whole year. Nice. Yeah, I'm in two minds about subscriptions. They're good if you can't afford very expensive instruments. Like if I had my time again, if I knew then what I know now, I think I might have gone with subscription. I don't know. I think I certainly would have bought a lot less instruments. I would have bought one orchestral strings library rather than probably about half a dozen that I do have. Although, see, that's the other thing, which I have been watching Tomorrowland, which I think recently happened in Belgium, which is a big trance music festival thing. And so many people there, so much cool music. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear, I'm tired but I'm cold. So check Tomorrowland out for some really cool music and examples. But for some of that, they had a partial or full or partial small orchestra playing there. And it's like, oh, I could add orchestral and choirs and things. So it's like, oh, yeah. So yeah, if you get an opportunity to try before you buy, absolutely, that's the way to go. Yeah, subscription is good to try it out. Then if you don't use it again after a year, then you just don't renew the subscription. You haven't outlaid all that money. But yeah, it just depends on price. It really does, and your own circumstance. So yeah, and it also depends. Like for example, this comes with Groove Agent. You know, do I need battery from Native Instruments? No. Cubase has a lot of instruments that, you know, because I started with Cakewalk, which was free, and the instruments on that aren't great at all, especially the old original free version. They might have improved them. I don't think they have, but there are lots of free instruments around which are pretty good. But if you want better sounding ones, then yeah, you've got to pay for them. You just got to do that. Would I get as many instruments as I have now? No. Am I glad I have all the instruments I have? Yeah, it's kind of cool because I get to play with so many cool things. So let's save this because we're making headway here. We've definitely come a long way with at least working out the drums. Vital has some really cool booms, so I found this sound, which I really, really, really like this one. Have an introduction or something like this. Yeah, it's really cool. I do like that. I now have to work out, organise these into folders too, because otherwise I'm going to get lost into what I've got. So that's more of a pluck. There we go. It's a plucky sound, isn't it? And it's got a really cool echo and it sounds really, really cool. Yeah. So, we're going to go, this is a pluck. Yeah, that'll do. This one. Definitely a pad. No, it's a saw. Definitely a saw. That could be a pad. That's definitely a pad as well. That's more of a plucky sort of sound as well. Or key sort of sound. That's more of a plucky sort of main key sound. Key. I can't remember what they call it now, but yeah, you know what I mean. And these are like rhythmic arpeggios. Arpeggios? Is that what they're called? I think so. I mean, that's already got up in the name, but we'll put it at the beginning so it's easier to organise and we know what we're doing. So that's more of a key sound. That's a pluck, that's a pad, that's a pad, that's a saw, that's a pluck. Okay. We'll come up with a melody probably in next week's show. These need to be a little bit more organised. Now, what was I doing? A boom from Vital. So I've got Vital here somewhere. Let's copy Vital. That's the one I was copying. So if we duplicate that track, there we go. And then we get this up and we search for a boom. There we go. Reorder's got some amazing booms. That's really cool. I think I've used this in pretty much everything. FX boom. The other one is Massive. Massive has some amazing sounds too. So if we get rid of that and we go to FX. Sweeps. good riser. There's another plugin that I've got, which does have a whole heap of different boom type sounds. Interesting. It's not bad. That's cool. So yeah, there's lots of sounds. And depends what you want. Depends what you want to do. I think I just want the boom for now. And I just like the boom. So we'll go with the boom. Go with boom, vital, reorder. He's just got some really cool sound packs. If you do a search for reorder, you can get sounds for Vital, which is the free synth you can get. And you can pay for the sounds, or you can try and create it yourself using all the buttons and the knobs. And I'm really not that clever. Not yet. Maybe one day, because there's all sorts of things to do on here to make it, and I've got no clue. So pay a couple of bucks and get something that works. So we have a boom. Let's add another instrument track. This is becoming bigger than Ben-Hur, honestly. Let's see. Massive X. There we go. Let's add Massive X, because Massive X is, as the name suggests, pretty darn massive. Which track is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Under the boom. So this has an enormous amount of sounds as well, but it also depends on what you've got through Native Instruments as well, as far as complete, I guess. I have put some stars next to things. Oh, that's right. We've got to pick one. That's really cool. I've used that in a song I've created. So yeah, I've gone through and picked a few. I don't know whether they've got any risers or anything. I wonder. Is there a boom? There we go. Boomerang. Nope. Is there any risers? Yes. Not bad. That's not bad either. No, they have got some half decent things. And you definitely want to bounce these sounds out and have them as wave files in your track, because it will not end well otherwise. It does sound a bit like the cinematic introduction. It's not working, okay. That's interesting. I don't know. No. So there's all sorts of sounds in Massive X. Just like, I don't know what to choose. Over 3,000 presets that I've got, which is just crazy. So there's a few here. There's lots. Again, just too many to choose from, and so I usually go back to what I know. But some of those risers sound really good. Although in saying that, the risers in, I think I might get rid of that, and I might duplicate Vital again and go for riser. Let's see what I've got here. Some of these take a little while to get going. No. 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 I do like the white noise riser actually. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. White noise riser. Thank you, Demis Helen. I think that's his name. Is it? Yes, Demis Helen. He's got some really cool sounds. Really cool sounds. So yeah. Cool. Let's go with that. And let's rename this riser. Vital. Demis Helen, because he's a really cool creator too. Can't bounce in place either. No. That's not good. Okay, so we've got some booms, and we've got a boom, which I love, and the riser. Beautiful. Some pads. Plucky keys. So you ought to put the pads underneath the plucks here. There we go. Put the saw underneath there. And they're sort of... I do like that one. It's very, very cool. So look, that's that's the end of where we're at for the time being. We spent 2 hours, but I think we have now made this our final one as far as sound exploration. So that's finishing up from 2 weeks ago. We've got our sounds, I think we've got our sounds. So what I'll do is I will now save as... We've got to come up with a name for the track. How about sound advice? I like that. Let's save as sound advice. And yeah, a new folder would be sound advice, and we'll enter that, and we'll call this sound advice. Nice. There you go. Trance track called sound advice. And then we'll colour it and we'll fix this up, and we'll actually start doing something next week. So we've got the basis for it, and we're going to work on a 16-bar introduction, and we're going to go with all this other stuff. I listened to Lost again last night, and I like the format of that, but I'm not sure now whether I need to listen to this moment. So maybe we'll listen to this moment from last, I think that was the last track I did a year or two back. So yeah, actually it's on my YouTube channel. I actually did a video for that one. Should play that at the end, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll find that. Bear with me for a moment. If I can find it, I might be able to see if I can find what I'm looking for. I want to find what I'm looking for. And hopefully right. Now we've got to just check if it's all going to come through okay. because I haven't done this before, or for a while anyway. Is it going to work? No, cancel that. Cancel that one. Yep. Where is it? What am I trying to do here? Aha. There we go. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay. If you can see that, that works. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it though. So let's try and find some audio. From nope, that's not it. Nope. Window capture. I'm not sure whether it'll... Yeah, we need to add some sound so you can hear it as well, because that's not going to work, is it? Application audio. Haha. That should work. Okay, well let's see if this works, shall we? It should work. You can see me moving things on the screen. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, if this works, we'll find out. Let's see if it does. Let's just play a little bit of it. And you can tell me whether you can hear it or not. I'm not sure if you can or not. Okay, so I think that's coming across. So let's finish up the show. Let's finish up the show with the last trance track that I produced, which is available on my YouTube channel called This Moment. I did it a year ago. So thank you, Ashley HM, for joining me in the live stream today. It's been fun. It's been a blast. We've got some sounds and you may recognise some of those sounds in this track. That's why I like them so much. I've used them before. So let's have a go at there we go. Make that full screen. That's better. And I'll press play and I will see you next time when we get together and stuff with things. Maybe next week. I'll see how we go. Ciao for now. Catch you all later. Enjoy. If you've enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, all the clicky bits down below and all the things. And I will see you next time. Have a good week. Ciao for now. Bye.
this moment.